Hello everybody and welcome to my instructional video. This is for the Kukoro Raid Dungeon game mode. It's a player management tool that I built just to make life a little easier. Going to go ahead and apologize. This is in no way professional. I'm shooting this in my apartment. I've got neighbors banging around in the background. I'm sorry if you can hear them. I have no way to edit this, so it's all going to have to be done in one go. There's going to be mistakes. I'm just going to apologize right now, and I'm afraid you just have to live with it. So this is the tool itself. I wanted it to open up with the README first for three reasons. First, here I've got a link to this instructional video so people can see how to use it. I went ahead and included a little section, copyrights and permissions. It's a free tool. I'm not charging people to use it. You're more than welcome to download it, share it with people. I don't mind. Basically, just I'm putting it out there for free, so nobody try and sell it. And don't claim it as yours. And then last is I've got a section here, contact. So you can reach me on Twitch or Twitter. Those are the two platforms I'm currently active on. Obviously, I have a YouTube account as well since I'm posting this instructional video, but I'm not really active there. I doubt that I will see your message. Best bet is to just DM me on Twitter. And then some just other information mixed in that not really important, it's just there in case somebody needs it. Closing out of this, I've just got the close button in the top right corner. If you need to get back, see my contact information or the link to this video, the README button down in the lower left will bring it back up. Okay, we are going to start out first actually by getting the player list. Kind of hard to look at it when you don't have players in there. This is just a dummy mock-up that I made. There's not any live game streams going right now, so make do with what you have. So this tool is for processing the get info reports for players who are participating in the game. So all you really need to do is make sure you've got more than just the report for the player. So grab a few characters before the report, a few characters after. You can grab more than one report at a time as well. That was a big thing that I wanted because trying to copy one report at a time can be really annoying. So you can just grab a big block of text, copy it, and then in the left side in the middle is this little text box. Paste it into there, hit add players, and it'll process all of them in. One little disclaimer, if you grab part of a name, then it will throw an error. Actually, I'm getting slightly ahead of myself. You can grab more than, you can paste multiple times. I'll go ahead and show the mistake for partial name as well, though. Well, we'll see it. So I chopped off part of this player's name. You make a mistake like that, you can just hit the X right there. That's the delete button, and it gets rid of them. And also, oops, there we go. It's okay to put a player in multiple times. I did this on purpose because there's some effects partway through the game that can change a player's stats. See, I just added him back in. So if a player's stats change partway through, you can resubmit it. As long as the name stays the same, it will overwrite their existing information. Okay, I already went over how to delete. So let's, real quick, before we go too far, we'll just start at the top. In the game, let me jump back to that for just a second so I can show you. We have up here at the top 10 out of 16 players. So I went ahead and included that on the tool up here in the top left, team size 10 out of 16 players. The reason I did this is so that if you miss somebody, you can tell. If you only have if you've only seen 9 players get their information, then you'll see 9 out of 16. You can compare that 9 out of 16 versus 10 out of 16. You missed somebody. Or if you're at 11 out of 16 and there's only 10 out of 16 in the game, then you somehow got an extra player and just need to figure out who it is and delete it. At the start of the game, the end boss has their race type information in there. I don't think the mini boss does, but I know the end boss does. So I included this feature boss race, just hit the set button, and it brings up a list of known races. There's supposed to be about 50 races in the game. I've only seen 16 so far. So if you come across any new ones, let me know what they are and I'll add them in. But you just click on it and that puts it in here. So if you're like me and you forget easily, then that'll store it for you. Next one, we've got organized by. That is a grouping system. Right now, I started out saying organized by players. I probably should have just said ungrouped, but whatever. That's one of those things that if I release minor updates, I can probably fix it. The other option, somebody requested this. I've got group by race or target type is the other way to put it. So for this one, first one is this player's abilities are good against bosses. Same player in there twice, so he's got two different abilities that are good against bosses. And it just toggles between the two arrangements. And then I've also got, let's go back to the other one. The second one, you can sort by name alphabetically, A to Z, or in this case, A to X, or you can sort by level. So this guy's not going to change. He's an A and a level 10, so he'll stay at the top. Actually, this guy is an X and a level 20, so he'll stay at the bottom. But some of the players in the middle will move. Like this guy's a level 20, he'll move to the bottom. This one's a level 11, he'll move up toward the top. So, yep, they went up by, I think, 2 positions. And then this person dropped by like 4 positions. And it just sorts lowest level at the top down to the highest level at the bottom. And just like with the grouping, sorting just toggles between. Other features, I believe I already went over deleting players. If a player dies, I've got this button right here in the top right corner of the player's information where it says alive. You click that, they become dead, and it automatically moves them down to the bottom. If you're in the ungrouped, it moves them to the very, very bottom. If you are in, okay, that guy's not going to work. If you're in the group by target, let's do this one instead. If you're in group by target, it moves them to the bottom of that target race. But it's pretty much the same thing either way. That just lets you know when players are dead and no longer can participate. The other thing that I've got here is over on the right side, I've got boon. I just went with the alliteration boons and was it bane? That was the other one. Essentially, is it helpful or harmful? So this ability always crit when you're over 50% health. That's a good thing. I don't know if I have any negative ones in here. I probably do, but if you have an ability that hurts you, such as when a certain race kills you, then your team takes 50% damage, then you can hit this and it will gray it out, and that way when you look at this list you can say, okay, this player is helpful fighting goblins, this player is harmful if I put him up against goblins. And you can do that as well. And all of these propagate through the changes. Other things, so I've got a reset button here where I'll wait to show you that, but it'll clear all the information out. And then I've got the dark mode. Somebody asked for it. I thought it was an interesting one to try and figure out, so I went ahead and did it, even though it's not a big deal. But you can see the dark mode. I wanted to show you that before the reset, so the reset button, I went ahead and added a confirmation window to this as well. I didn't have that before, and the streamer accidentally deleted their list, and it was bye-bye, and they didn't want to build it back. And dark mode, light mode, it's a toggle just like everything else. So the one thing that I will say is, let me jump back to the other window for just a second. On this guy, if you encounter a new race, for the boss, you can tell me about it. I don't know how much good it'll do. If you encounter a new race in the abilities, copy the actual ability and send me that so I know exactly how the text shows up so I can run the search for it. And if you encounter any bugs, shoot me a message about what the bug was. If it gets to be a big issue, I might add a bug reporting tool that'll spit out all of the information so that it'll be a little easier for me to find out what's going on. But I can do some minor patches. I probably just won't do any major revisions. And yeah, I think that sums it up for how to use this tool. As I said, you're free to distribute it to any friends and associates. Save a copy to your computer. It's a single file, so it should be pretty simple and straightforward. I hope you all enjoy it and get a lot of good use out of it.